Hello there, and we are at episode 43. Um, again, a lot's happened since my last video. So I was still mentally stuck. Um, I was having the hardest time working through some things in my head. Not being able to let go of the past has been a huge contributor of that, and being stuck in those feelings and excuse me, and just basically dwelling in it for some time now. Now I end up in the hospital. I had severe food poisoning that set off my what I thought was colitis is now known to be Crohn's disease, that they found out through recent testing at the hospital. So flared that up, and then also got a bacterial infection in my intestines and almost went septic, and I almost died. So that was a terrifying experience and the worst pain I've ever endured in my life. That being said, silver lining that came from that instance was I definitely got to replay a lot of my life when I thought I was going to die, and I didn't like what I saw for the most part for the last little bit of it, and it really put things into perspective of, well, everything. I know that losing my family has my animals, my husband and stuff, that has had a really hard effect on me being able to move on and go on, and I am finally able to move past that. I had an epiphany when I was there, and not only did I put everything into perspective, but I knew I was able to face the truth of how I really feel about everything, and how I really feel about everything, and like not avoiding it and having to come to terms with those feelings about everything that's happened to me and why, and all these questions that have just been playing through my mind on a loop, and not being able to let it go and move past it and just get on with life. Like, I've just felt so stuck since I've been out of rehab. But this is completely cleared my mind. I know exactly what I need to do, how I need to do it, and where I'm going next. And once it all came to me, I was like, I felt a sense of relief I haven't felt in a long time. I'm moving out of my place pretty much immediately. Being in the East End is not the place where I need to be, and I've been trying to get out of the East End my whole life, and I got an opportunity to get out of here, and I'm taking it. I've done everything. I've changed everything. Everything you can imagine in my position, being addicted to drugs and trauma and all that. I've done everything in my power to get out of this position. The only thing I haven't been able to change is my environment. Now, going to rehab pulled me out of my environment, and I flourished. I know for a fact that it's the environment that's tainting my life, and like, I can't stay away from the people I need to stay away from. I can't avoid the places I need to avoid. I can't do any of that stuff, and it's everything just becomes fall back into old routine so easily here. I know that I've already know for a fact that if I'm in a different environment that I'm going to flourish and do well. So it's time to leave this environment finally, once and for all. I'm going to stay with my mother, and I need a healthy, happy home in a different part of town where I don't know anybody that does drugs. And I know it's going to be exactly what I know is what I need. I'm scared and terrified to do it. I'm scared to leave my place. This is the only sense of security I really have, is my house. But it's a place I no longer can afford. And, it's always between eating and paying the bills. I don't want to live like this anymore. It was because of that I made a video saying I was struggling, and then people brought over food, canned food. I had friends that rallied together, but most of it was all expired, and that eating that expired food almost killed me. And life's just a bit of a gamble right now, and I don't want to live this way anymore. So yeah, I feel pretty damn good getting out of this place finally. I'm terrified because this is a huge change, but I know in my heart, in the deepest parts of my heart, that this is right. I have to do it. If I want to be successful, I have to do it. I also decided that I am going back to school, not for the program I was taking, for the art therapy, but I'm going for exactly what I've wanted since I was a little kid. I'm going for filmmaking. I love doing my videos. I spend every waking moment doing a video, editing a video. I'm up to all hours trying to get my 1 minute video just right. And, it's where my passion lies. And not only that, I realize this is exactly how I can affect change. Not only do I know I have the artistic ability to do amazing videos, but I also have a way to present things and have a way with words. I'm a good writer. I can do my own movies. I don't have to wait for other people to do it for me. And not only that, I can affect social change. I can change the world with one video of whatever topic I want to do it, present it in such a way, do documentaries. And this is exactly how I can change the world. This is exactly how I can influence people. This is exactly how I finally figured it out, how to tie it all together. This is, never mind trying to work on someone else's movie sets. I'm the filmmaker. I'm a leader. I've always been a leader, and I can't really follow very well because honestly, I have envisioned ideas and I love to see them come to life. And I have all this creative power, and I've never given myself enough credit for that. I've been able to succeed at everything I put my mind to. I've been able to make amazing presentations and amazing art, and I know that this is exactly where I need to be. This is what I wanted since I was a kid, and I literally just grown away from it over the years because I never thought of it being a possibility for me. You get caught up in life and what you can and cannot do, and then you get told basically your dreams are not really achievable, and then you kind of just fall into shitty jobs, do you want fries with that? And it becomes the norm, and then you hate your life and you hate your job, and then you count down every single minute till you can get to go home. And I cannot live like that. I'm not the type of person to live like that. I will hang myself before that happens. So I really, really I feel really good about going for my dreams. I've already talked to my funder. They're fully supportive in this. I have until May to do my application and presentation, and I'm super excited. And I can go anywhere. I don't even have to go to Fanshawe. I can go to Toronto. I can go to Vancouver. I can do whatever suits me. Everything is open possibilities. I'm so excited. I've never been so excited about anything in my entire life. And I wanted to be Steven Spielberg when I was a kid. And the odds, I thought the odds of anything like that happening were, those dreams don't come true for everybody. But I have an amazing talent, and I am an amazing personality, and I do have the possibility to go very, very far. I have the talent to really be somebody more than what I've been giving myself credit for, and it's just accepting that this was my life. So I feel tremendously happy about making this decision, because now I'm so excited. I'm so excited to go to school. Before it was I was excited to go to school for something to do. I'm excited to work through possibly some of my trauma. but now it's a whole different kind of excitement. This is like for real. This is like not just get me out of the house. This is going to change my life and take me to completely different places than I ever thought I could ever be in life. I'm going to meet amazing people and do amazing things and affect change, and it's all finally coming together. And I have all these affirmations that I'm on. This is my path. This is right. This is keep going. I just not just one after another. I keep getting all these signs, and it's all pointing me in this direction. And I just know it's right. I know with all my being it's right. And to know that gives me a peace, inner peace and serenity that I've never ever thought I would feel, because I was so scared for so long, not knowing what the fuck to do, how the hell to move on, how the hell to proceed forward. And it told me that. And then I had a friend that did a tarot card reading. And if you want information for your own tarot card reading, I highly suggest get a hold of me, because he was amazing. It was so thorough. And not only that, it reaffirmed everything I felt and thought and my epiphany, and right down to the exact everything. There was nothing that was not 100% accurate in that reading. It was the most in-depth reading I've ever had. And honestly, I highly suggest him to anybody. But like it just made me, I already felt good before that reading, but it made me feel even better, because that was just more affirmations that everything I experienced and felt and came to the conclusion of was right, and it's all guiding me in the same direction. He didn't even know that what had happened, but like it was spot on. It was literally spot on. And his Facebook page is called Karmic Ties. Anyways, if anybody's interested. And yeah, it's just so intensely, I can't even put it in words. Like how I feel right now is just everything's finally moving forward. And I never thought, I was really getting scared that it wasn't going to. When I felt stuck, it just felt like I was spinning my wheels for the longest time. But it was there was a lot happening, you know. Like I went through a hell of a lot of shit in the last little bit. And you know, especially going through it, well, all the additional shit while I'm grieving and trying to grieve my losses has been even more difficult to navigate through. But you know, I'm getting through, finally getting through. And even though what happened to me at the hospital was, in my opinion, very horrible. There's a lot of mishandling of everything, and it was a really big shit show. But I am taking the steps to make sure that does not happen to anybody else, and that I want retribution for the traumatic things that I suffered while I was there. And they really it was very poorly handled, the whole thing. Let's just say that. I'm going to get into it in my other video series, because this is kind of like an off topic about my recovery. This is but let's just say they let me suffer way longer than they had to. They made sure I was awake for it. They didn't give me any food or water for days, and it was a truly nightmare experience to go through. And to have doctors that look like they've been doctors for 5 minutes, and then they want to treat you like a lab rat and let's try this, let's try that. It's just like, well, why don't you give me something that works? I'm not here to be a lab rat. I was already in the most amount of pain I've ever endured in my entire life. And they thought it was a good idea to put me in more pain and keep me awake for the whole thing. Would not let me sleep. So it was, and I couldn't even have ice chips. Like my stomach was so bad that even if I had ice chips, it would set off my stomach. So I like days without eating or water, and truly suffered way more than I had to while at the hospital. Funny enough. Anyways, so that's going to be in my series my new series, and I'm doing an episode of that after this, and getting a little bit more in depth about our healthcare system and how flawed it is, and how it really isn't designed to help most of us. The hospital, the worst intense pain of my entire life. I literally was dying. I felt like I was literally dying, and their pain, the guy in the GI department, they wanted to give me Tylenol. Fucking Tylenol. Didn't do shit. Worst pain ever. You think fucking a Tylenol is gonna help? Oh my God, I was livid. It did absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then when I asked them to at least sleep through the pain, if they don't want to give me real pain relief, I'm like, please give me something to help me sleep. Melatonin absolutely does not work for me. What else you got? Trazodone. Fucking been on it for years. Does not work for me. They made me take it anyway. I was wired awake after that, and did not sleep at all. And you're telling me the hospital, that's all they have. That's literally all they have is Trazodone and fucking Tylenol. I find that very fucking difficult to believe it's a fucking hospital. Anyway, that's just a little tip of the what happened there. So I am ending this with saying that, things are positive, silver lining, great. Granted, I wouldn't have that epiphany if I wouldn't end up at the hospital. But I am going to hold people accountable for their actions while I was there and what I had to endure. It's the only way we affect change is by standing up for ourselves and saying, this is unacceptable. This was not managed well, and nobody else should have to go through that again. And that's why I'm doing this. It's not so much just for me. It's to keep that happening from somebody else, because nobody deserves, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. That was horrible. So anyways, I hope everybody is having a great day. And other than that, I am just, going back to my usual schedule, as I always do. Working out and make sure getting lots of exercise, eating right, and doing my meetings. I actually was released from the hospital at like 4 p.m. 2 days ago, and made it to recovery support at 6:30. Right, I really just I missed the recovery stuff. I really did, actually, and it felt weird to actually crave a meeting, but as soon as I was out, that's the first place I wanted to go, and everyone was like, you need to go home and sleep. I'm like, I need to go to a meeting now. So it was great. It was great, is what I needed. So just gonna go back to my recovery stuff and my church stuff, and I go away to camp next week. I'm leaving on this Saturday, gonna be gone all next week, and it's, in case I didn't mention, it's a camp that specializes people whose lives have been affected or affecting from HIV. It's a volunteer experience, and I'm gonna be working in the kitchen, and there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff. It's gonna be like a nice little vacation. It's in Bayfield. It's called Camp Windakee, and I'm really super excited about this, and it's gonna bring some like new experience and some new just joy to my life. I think I have never went away to camp before. I was too scared, and this is a big experience for me. This is basically the closest vacation as I've ever gotten. So I am very much looking forward to this and being able to be there and volunteer and have this experience. And I feel truly blessed by God, and to be able to be part of this. And I'm very happy that my friend Don from church, asked me to be a part of it, because this is exactly what I want to do. This stuff is exactly what I want to do. So, in my free time, I love helping people and being there, and it really does help me feel to be part of the world in a different way. So, anyways. So that's going to be me for next week, and I'm really excited. And if you want to know more about what happened exactly in detail about the hospital, I will be posting a video probably right after this video is posted on my new series, which I already forgot what I called it, but Let's Get Real, I think, or Let's Be Real, because I only did one episode so far. But I will be doing my second episode of that. We're getting more in detail about our healthcare system and how incredibly out of whack it really is, and my experience there. All right, so hope everyone's having a great time. I love you all, and goodbye for now, anyways.